originally Courtney came to me and asked me. She had tried out a couple times for The Biggest Loser and felt, I guess you could say she was rejected because they didn't, take her on the show. But the truth was, I think that the timing wasn't right. So when the timing was right, it happened to be a couples show, and the show was calling Courtney because they knew from her Facebook and different social media that she uses that she had lost 112 pounds. And they asked her to be on the show. They kept calling her, and I remember listening to her on the phone with the producers, and she said, I don't need a show. I'm already doing this. It's time. You guys need to leave me alone because I'm on a mission, and I don't need you anymore. So, and she would hang up, and I'd be like, oh, did she really, this is an opportunity? Maybe, I don't know, maybe she's right. Maybe she should just stay on track. So, but I also knew that Courtney would make whatever was the right decision for her, and I was going to respect that. So, but then she came down to me one day, and they had called her again, and she said, Mom, I don't know what you think, but The Biggest Loser wants us to go to California, and they want us to try out as a couple. And I said, whoa, and it scared me, to be honest with you. I had a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety to go on the show. And I said to Courtney, when you were 10 years old, I tried to explain to you unconditional love that a mother has for her daughter. And I told her when she was 10, I said, I would throw myself in front of a train for you. And that's the way I felt. Like I was throwing myself in front of a train to go to The Biggest Loser with Courtney, but it was the best experience, and I can only thank her from the bottom of my heart for taking me with her.
To get on The Biggest Loser, I mean, it's like winning a lottery pretty much. I mean, there's millions of people that try out, and to be two of 22 that made it, I mean, it's crazy. And I tried out and I didn't make it, and it was an emotional roller coaster, and it was really hard to go through it. And like my mom said, I just started losing weight on my own, and they came to me for season 11, and I said, I don't need you, and I don't want to go through that emotional roller coaster again when I'm in such a good place mentally. So basically I told them no so many times, and they just said, please, like, if you don't have to send another video, you don't have to send another picture, you don't have to do any of this other stuff. If you can come to finals week, will you do that? And I said, fine. So I was sitting at school at IUN, and I got the phone call that, we were finalists for Biggest Loser, and, the rest is history, and it's the best thing I ever did. I'm grateful for every moment that I had there, every moment before, during, and after Biggest Loser. It's been awesome, and I really, truly do feel so blessed to have gone through it. And most importantly, I think the message that I wanted to send is that it really isn't about a show. And if I could be on a show to tell people, do it on your own because you don't need a show to do it, that's huge. So, and it's funny because so many people have already come to me and they're like, those words that you said on the show stick with me. And I think about that when I'm at the gym. I think about, what Courtney did, what she did beforehand, and that to me is so much. It means so much to me that these people are changing their lives because they saw my journey, and that's the coolest part about it. I was always that girl that just, I didn't get it. I didn't get that I needed to change. I didn't want it bad enough. I didn't care. I wanted to do for everyone else and not for me. And the moment that it changed, I think, was my 21st birthday. And I just realized, I'm not as happy and as healthy as I can be. And I have the rest of my life to live. And if I don't change now, I'm going to die and I'm not going to be able to live my life, And I've always been happy, and I've always had such a good life. I've never had anything in my life that I can complain about, truly.
A little bit spoiled, but okay.
Whatever. But I knew that I wanted to continue to live that way, but times 10, even better. And if I didn't change my health, then it wasn't going to happen. So just something clicked in me, and it was like, I want to live. That's what it came down to. I want to live. And I have not looked back a day since then. Yes, there's ups and downs, always. There will always be ups and downs for the rest of my life. There's never a finish line. You have to continue no matter what. But I truly haven't looked back a day since then, and I never will. I'm never going back to who I used to be and what I used to be. I'm going to continue to better myself daily, and that's the coolest part about this journey is even through the hard times, you can still better yourself, and it's awesome.